A quick word of warning. The social and financial domains of your life can sometimes be taken to an extreme. Oftentimes, we have a tendency to overcompensate in these areas. And I've noticed two traits in clients over the years, and honestly, one of them actually applied to me. The first is what we call the hard work hermit syndrome, and the other is what we call the unbalanced social butterfly syndrome. The hard work hermit, as the name implies, describes a person who has ended the out of control behavior and they've started working on the financial aspect of their life, but they end up working nonstop all day. And by the evening, they have no time or patience to interact with anyone, friends or family. While on the other hand, the unbalanced social butterfly describes someone who socializes at the cost of other aspects of their lives. And while socializing is absolutely normal and healthy, you may sometimes find that you're doing it to avoid other priorities, and this can become a pattern in your life. So the solution to this is finding a sweet spot, or what we call the Goldilocks Zone. If you're not familiar with this story, it's the story about the little girl who found a house in the woods where three bears lived. And when she used things in their house, their beds, when she ate their porridge, one side was very extreme. It was either too hot, another one was too cold, but the one in the middle was a perfect temperature and delicious, and she ate it. When she tried to sleep in their beds, one bed was too hard, another one was too soft, but the one in the center was just perfect, and she slept well. Her name was Goldilocks, thus the Goldilocks Zone, which is the zone of balance, where everything feels just right. So strive to be mindful about your activities, your environment, and the people around you, especially when you socialize. So ask yourself, do you find yourself at happy hour with coworkers most days of the week? Or do you find yourself spending time with people who are living self-destructive lives and hurting your self-esteem? Some social situations can be very toxic to our recovery. On the other hand, if you find yourself working so much so that every day, at the end of the day, you're exhausted, you find that your short-term memory is struggling, you're forgetting a lot of tasks which are unrelated to work, and you find yourself being very irritable when you have to do other tasks that are unrelated to your work, such as chores and such as other errands you may have to run after work, then chances are you're pushing yourself a little bit too hard and you might be in the hardworking hermit zone. Before we end this session, I want to let you know that the social reboot capital area can be a little bit daunting to face, especially due to anxiety. But I want you to know that it's absolutely possible. I was one of the most isolated, introverted, and honestly socially unskilled people that I knew. I took steps to change this aspect of my life. Now, it did take time, but again, if you follow my advice, if you follow this system and you find yourself a group, preferably if you find something that you can stack different aspects of your reboot capital on, you're going to make so much progress. Also, if you've made it to this point in the program, I want you to know that you are doing great and you're well on the way to changing your lifestyle. I'll see you in the next session.